Mm. Mm. Good coffee. Good morning. My patrons, my seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, and goddesses. Good morning. Public edition. If you chat here, people in the public are going to see it. So just keep that in mind. Good morning. Again, hello, everybody else on YouTube. Yeah, every now and again on a Sunday. We record this first over on patreon.com/drawing the circle. And then I release it to the world publicly. It's not every Sunday, but hey, part of the Drawing the Circle Productions global outreach program, whatever. Good morning. Moon is in Taurus today on Sunday. So we got a strong Venus dominant moon in Taurus. With the sun still in Aquarius, which is kind of cool, considering that the moon and Uranus will conjunct today. We'll hit the same exact degree in the 360 degree wheel of the zodiac. So expect the unexpected. Put it in the title so that I remembered it because things could change very quickly today, oddly enough. You think moon and Taurus, fixed earth, solid, stable, like fertile bedrock, that kind of idea. But when it conjuncts Uranus, let it go, Mark. When it's a conjunction like that, the rebel, the unexpected Uranus, which rules Aquarius, it's a lot going on today. But it is a Sunday. I know a lot of people have the day off. I don't have the day off today. I am temporarily setting aside the Path of True Love reads and extendeds so that I can get to work on the 8-card draw shadow reads for full to new moon. That's what's on the calendar. In fact, where is the calendar? I left it over there. Yeah, because we've got, can't think, full moon in Leo a week from today on Sunday, and that's a lot. The moon is in Leo, ruled by the sun on the day of Sunday, a full moon when the moon rides at her peak, then your heart's desire seeks. So check them 5-card draws I did from new to full. Yeah, Aquarius new to Leo full moon to get any last little magic tips, tricks, hints you might need to nail the dismount on full moon next Sunday at the time of this recording. So yeah, going to get those done. We'll get Aquarius and Pisces Path of True Love read with extended done. Hopefully by the end of the week. I'm going with it with a day like today where anything can happen. Lightning could strike today. Brilliant, genius idea that changes our lives and the world forevermore. Just make sure it's in alignment with your life values, second house Taurus, your bedrock values. And certainly a good day to say, you know what? I'm going off the beaten path today. I'm going to go on a journey. I'm going to go explore. Good morning, Grace. Miracles everywhere. Well, depending on your philosophy, your theology, et cetera, miracles happen all the time. Like that, an asteroid hasn't plunged into this planet and knocked us out of its orbit. It's pretty freaking miraculous, right? That we automatically breathe in oxygen, breathe out carbon dioxide, and plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. That's pretty freaking miraculous, the stuff we take for granted. Yeah. So that's the thing. That's what, expect miracles. I'm like, ugh, I'm old. I'm salty. I'm a witch from New York. I don't expect miracles. I want to expect that other shoe to drop because that's what I'm trained to do since birth. But, that's not the attitude of the soul. The soul is like, anything but a chicken wing, and everything's a chicken wing when it's all one, I guess. Whatever. Flap. By the way, I have fallen in love with a woman. Prepare yourselves, ladies. I know. I don't know her name, but I discovered her on Reels, TikToks, whatever you want to call them. Useless Farm. beautiful. I'm gay. It's not like I'm changing teams at this time in my life. But she's hysterically funny. Her emu Karen, you just got it. Useless Farm. I'm pretty sure it's called Useless Farm. Cracked me up. So now I have 2 TikTok crushes. Dylan Hollis, the guy who does the baking stuff in his kitchen. He's so cute. Probably young enough to be my son, whatever. And now this lady, I don't know her name yet. It's really funny. Just cracks me up. So, find your humor today. Keep it sunny, keep it funny, keep it gay. I've got conversations to have with friends today. Sunday is a day I catch up with friends and family. I try and do that a little bit every day, so Sunday isn't a complete barrage. But at the same time, I have to make up the clipboard for the 8-card draw shadow reads from this full to new, and I guess that will be going into February. Yeah, that'll be all of February 2023. Lights, camera, action, slap some makeup on my face. Oh, I got to go run an errand. I'm running out of half and half. We don't make coffee here at Drawing the Circle Productions without organic raw honey, vanilla extract, and half because that's my coffee potion. Go watch what I did at Capricorn New Moon in December. The spell is there if you want it. For everybody, not just my patrons. So that's the news of the moment, but also the news of the month coming up. Excuse me. February 1st, Wednesday, February 1st, 10 a.m. Eastern launches the first of 9 witch archetype classes in the Vimeo on demand series that I never got to finish because the Silver Room closed. So we never got to finish that series. I really wanted to. So the first 3 workshops, the introduction, talking about the survival family of archetypes, the second workshop, the feminine family of archetypes, and then the masculine family archetypes. 3 classes. It was recorded 3 different nights, but I took each segment. I took each one and cut it into 3. So it's like hour-long installments. So every Wednesday, my witches, my mystics, and my gods, goddesses will have access to that. I will be watching them when they hit. I'm waiting. I want to watch it because, I did the video, but it was 5 years ago. And I'm going to take notes. And I'm going to write down questions that rise up in me so that the Tuesday next, so you witches, right? The subscription level of witch, mystic, god, goddess, we can get that, watch it, and then the following Tuesday we'll do a Zoom, recorded Zoom class catch-up chat about it. I think that's what will work, but we'll see how that goes. We'll adjust it as it goes, and then once we get, excuse me, while my contact lens is calling its lawyer. Come on. What are you looking for? A severance package? Get it together. Get it together, contact lens, I swear. Well, I suppose it's better than being blind. You're going to take your graces where you find them. But then once we get those 3 levels done, we're going to move forward. And I might be able to actually do this recorded in a workshop space, but I'm working on that. There are a couple of different options that have occurred to me over the past few days that I'm sure the proprietors of that space would probably be helpful for the PR draw, right? So that people could actually come and take the classes. They're live, particularly my patrons on Long Island. So we'll see, right? Anything can happen today. Thankfully, it's the day of the sun, so it can be done in daylight, so to speak. It can be done in truth. It can be done in clarity. The day of the sun is the day of healing and success, and we call it the white candle day because you can use a white candle to do anything, right? Just put a little oil on it. Suddenly, it's for this or for that, wrap a crystal around it, whatever. You change the vibe of the spell, the prayer, whatever. Art being what it is, highly subjective. So Sunday is like that. Pray for the healing of the world. Pray for the healing of yourself. Pray for the success of your path in terms of doing what you came here to do in this lifetime. Yeah, I know. We all want money, sex, power, second chakra stuff. We all want the security and more than enough money for everything we want and everything we need. Yeah, everybody wants that. But what did you sign up to do in this life? And don't tell me no, because I mean, you can generalize it. I came here for the awakening of planet Earth and the people. Well, not so much the planet as the people. But that's why, particularly the witch archetype series, if you do indeed identify as a witch or at least curious, you get to find out through internal stuff. It's not like in the class I'm going to tell you what your archetypes are. I mean, Carolyn Mace could do that. Well, and I'm really tempted to take her certification course, but I'm like, I don't have time for it. Because there ain't nothing going on, well, with the condo fee. Pay rent or a mortgage, I pay a condo fee. And, bills. So that's how it is. And honestly, if I really felt the intuition to do it, there are only two people on planet Earth that intimidate me. Carolyn Mace, MYS says she's a PhD. Chrissy Hines of the Pretenders. No shit. Those are the only two people on planet Earth that intimidate me. Even Bette Midler, who I love, who kind of saved my life. I would just walk up and say thank you. Just thank you. Thank you for all that you do. I mean, she wants to hear the story. I'll tell her, right? That's about it. I don't know. Maybe some of the actors from Vampire Diaries. They wouldn't intimidate me. I would have them under my spell like that. But I'm trying to use my powers for good, not evil in this lifetime. I don't want to have to come back unless absolutely necessary. But that's none of my business right now. What's in my contract for the rest of this life? Because today my contract is lights, camera, action, satisfaction. I'm going to go through my checklist that I go through every morning to get it together. It's Sunday. I think a good half hour of picking from the story box that is my U-Haul of spiritual practices. A little Ho'oponopono, a little Wim Hof, a little something. Workout, which to me is putting on a Spotify or a YouTube musical playlist and just letting the music move through me. Sometimes it's yoga, sometimes it's jazz. It's very Bob Fosse, regardless, it seems. We'll see. It's good. It's because move your body today if you can, certainly. Well, if you can't, you can't. But, go for a walk, right? Move a little, just dance a little. Because that Taurus moon, you can really kind of draw down the sun. Everybody talks about drawing down the moon. You can draw down the sun. You can draw down Mercury. You could draw down Uranus. But, check with your doctor. I can't resist. I guess you could say my inner child has a very strong inner adolescent who liked ass jokes barely. My favorite line in Futurama, if you're familiar, is actually in the very first episode. When we changed the name of the planet to avoid that joke. Oh, what's it called now? Your rectum. I love that. So up my alley. I was raised by what I like to call middlebrow humor. Very, very, very strong vocabularies with really, really, really horrible, dirty root chakra sense of humor. So it's highbrow. The highbrow meets the lowbrow in my family, and I freaking love it. Which I'm going to call my mom today. It's Sunday. Call your mom. And see what else happens. I'm sort of staying off the apps. Scruff, Manhunt, all that. I don't have time. And went to had dinner ladies' night a couple of weeks ago, sitting in the cafe lobby of a hotel with these lovely ladies who invite me along to their ladies' night. And my phone goes, makes a noise, and I look at it, it's on Scruff. You don't know what Scruff is? Google it. You'll see. It's not about picking people up by the back of the neck, but you never know what people are into. Read their profiles first. And I get this, you want to, with a picture of, let's just say, as far as that man was concerned, his anus was retrograde. Just leave that there. And I was like, oh, you think gay men have it easy? Flip the phone, they were like, ah! So yeah, no, that's not today, Satin, not today. I'm gonna knuckle it down, do some stuff. I colored my hair last night. I think I'll shave today. growing it. You can't tell in this lighting, but growing in the mutton chops again for the cold of February. But I'm gonna manscape it a bit, mud mask, all that. Plus, I want to talk to my college roommate today if she's up for it, Lillian Carter, who's got a lot of stuff on her creative assembly line that I'm just sort of supporting her through. Bouncing ideas off of her, which is really my best role in a creative collab where I'm not actually in charge, because I'm not in charge of what Lillian Carter does in any way, shape, or form. Her short film, Woman, choreographic piece, but she turned it into a 3-minute film. It's on the YouTube channel if you want to watch it. It has gone around the world twice. It has won awards all over the place. And she'll tell you in this country and a lot of these countries where women are still being repressed and abused and treated like cattle, pick your consonant if you like, on the continent. So I'm really glad to be supporting her, as well as there's a lot of good stuff going on, not in my life directly, although there's good stuff going on, but I love being in support of other feminine energies, not just females, who have come in to create something to help heal, to help evolve, to help awaken the individual and the collective to the truth of who we are, which at core is love, is unity, and all that mystical jazz. Am I a little tired? Sure I am. I've been doing Path of True Love reads and extendeds, which are wonderful. Changes my recording day a lot. I often don't get to sleep until 2 in the morning because the energy is so high. Also because after I do that second one and it's processing, I usually have a bite to eat and then fall asleep on the couch while the thing processes, uploads, downloads, blah, 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 blah. So I think I'm ready to lay those aside just for a couple of days. It won't take me long to get the 8-card draws done. I'm going to make some in advance because I do have clients this week booked already. And if anybody wants to book me for a private read, get me. This is the week to get me, because the 8-card draws obviously don't take as long as the new to full moon 5-card draws. But they're not extended. So I can really do a bunch of them in a day and then schedule them over a couple of days. So yeah, still open for readings and clients. But like I said, that's the plan today. Moon is conjunct Uranus. Bullanus. Tauranus. Sounds like taurine. Yeah, probably connected somehow. I don't know, whatever. So I am trying to keep my feet on the ground, third eye in the higher vibe, and see where it takes me, because we're so used to expecting the unexpected in jarring, horrible ways. Today doesn't feel like that. Conjunctions are usually, on the whole, WHOLE, positive. So just keep that in mind. Moving forward today, look for the inspired idea, but run it through your lower 3 chakras. That was very, very dominant in the Path of True Love reads, at least. Let's see, I did Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Oh, Capricorn will hit today. I'll release that today. I did that yesterday. There was a lot. The first, part 1s deal with the lower 3 chakras. Part 2 goes into the heart, third eye crown, the internal stuff. So have a look at them, is what I'm going to say. That's why they're timeless. I can take a break from them. But the 8 and the 5-card draws are timed. So I'm good. I'm good at done. I'll make this look better than I look right now, although my jammies are very comfy. I am a Virgo, if I've never mentioned it before. Pisces moon. So I've got this cashmere gray hoodie on, which is just like butter. It's like butter. Lovely soft gray bathrobe, torch of Ariel, cords of vow around my neck. Gemini earrings in my ear, cup of coffee, some lovely ocean sounds in the background, a pentacle and a triquetra hovering over my head. I think I've got as solid a foundation as I'm going to get today. So I'm glad. I am so truly grateful and truly thankful for Patreon. Really made all the difference. Me moving forward, I was getting very frustrated with being shadow banned on certain platforms. This has really given me the workaround I needed, and a lot of readers and mystical artists are, I think, following that line of direction and guidance and grace. I edit myself enough. Thank you very much. I don't need a computer looking through my words, misunderstanding what I'm saying, and dropping my numbers like a rock. Yeah, not the only person it's happening to. I'm over it. So that's the tea. That is the shade. Unfortunately, I'm out of pink lemonade. But I've got Terry Pratchett audiobooks to get me through this day. I've got Agatha Christie. I've got MC Beaton. I really wish they would put more of the MC Beaton, her earlier work, out there when she was Marion Chesney, before she got married, I guess, to Mr. Beaton. I don't know how that works. No longer with us, so no more. Well, her team is still creating. Agatha Raisin, Hamish Macbeth, that stuff is still moving forward. But her earlier works, they're sort of like Edwardian Regency romance stories, but there's always a satirical punching up at authority with some kind of mystery, some kind of violence. One of them is called Snobbery with Violence. It's really good. It's a series of 4 really, really good stuff. And, you know, as much as I watch the news, and I don't watch it all day long, I learn more from stories than I do from news, because it hits that archetypal thing, right? Like, why do we turn to, I don't know, parables and mythology and all this superhero stuff? Because stories speak to the soul and the contracts that we have and the characters that we play. Because I'll tell you this, when you exhale last in this life, you inhale immediately in the next world. And they take off your costume and makeup. They let you have a little drink of something in the green room before you go back to your dressing room, right? So you can snap out of it, right? It's like, oh my God, my arthritis is gone, because you ain't got a physical body anymore, and yet you still have a form. Isn't that interesting? Well, until such time, I'm going to do my best to enjoy this day. Just for today, I will enjoy the fuck out of myself. Just for today, I will create to the best of my ability. And just for today, I'll take it moment by moment, breath by breath, step by step, and shake the dice and steal the rice and see what happens. As I say on every single video that I've done for a while now, we're going to end with a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something to send us on our way. And if you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, or maybe you're one of my new subscribers, because we got a lot of them in the past week, welcome, 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 then you'll see why it's at least my favorite way to start the day. Well, this is my second cup of coffee. Let's not be crazy. Please take a nice deep breath. Salty and sweet. The Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. I'm gonna light a prayer, but get over it. You can just call me Mel. It's a fun little spell. Still point. The original use of tobacco is for prayer. As I call upon our collective pantheons of the divine, our guides, masters, teachers, gods, goddesses, saints, angels, totems, healers, ancestors, higher selves, all the way back to the divine singularity, the Tao without name, the pregnant void, the mother of all source, to surround each and every one of us this day, watching this live or later, whenever, years from now, public edition, in a force field of light, containing and protecting our energy fields, so that we can stay in alignment today with a little bit more ease, a little bit more grace. That all information and energy that exchanges between all overtones of all dimensions, and there are 12 dimensions with 12 overtones each, that's 144 channels. Physical energy, emotional energy, spiritual energy, mental energy, all in the news, talking to people, your own higher self, the cells talking to each other, all of that. Put up the filter so that we may receive the information, energy, guidance, grace, love, wisdom, and power we need easily and effortlessly. for the well-being of all, and so that we may act on the creative inspirations that feel right, that resonate. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. And keep our sense of humor, because Uranus is funny that way. And take me by the hand, take us by the hand, take us by the crown chakra. Walk us through this day, step by step, moment by moment, breath by breath, that we may be the best that we can be. Open our hearts, clear our minds, be a blessing upon this world, and dissolve the illusion of separation a little bit more today. Just a little bit more today for ourselves, and then holographically watch as the world changes, as the world turns like sands through the hourglass. So is the days of our lives, but it's a general hospital. Young and restless, old and tired. Take us by the hand, walk us through this day, that we may have the best day that we can have, that we may be the best that we can be. Fulfill our roles and our soul contracts with the people in our lives. Fulfill our sacred contracts, what we came in to do in this life, so that we can have the most fulfilling day, regardless of what that may look like or what that may feel like. So when our head hits the pillow tonight, we may be able to look back and go, okay, that was a lot, but I'm still here. Good times and bum times, I've seen them all, and my dear, we're still here, which means the mission isn't done, which means there's still more music in us. Don't die with your music still left in you. We can still leave it on the dance floor. We can tell the people that we love them, maybe without saying a word, but through a simple gesture, a prayer, a small token of our esteem, of our love. May this be the best day that we have ever had, but not the best day we will ever have. Because every day is a winding road. But we get a little bit closer. The wisdom of the crow, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote be. So it is. Have fun out there today. Maybe the road less traveled appears under your feet suddenly. Tune in to those lower three chakras for your turn left, turn right, yes, no stuff, and check into that heart, third eye, crown stuff on the inner to see what inspires you, to feel what is the most wise, loving, empowered decision. Wise, loving, empowered choices and decisions you can make today. Play it like a game, because you might be given an opportunity to see the game from a larger point of view. Good luck. Have fun and reach out. And my patrons, to my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining up. We even had a witch upgrade to God Goddess for the witch archetype workshops. I'm so excited to do that. I'm trying to keep it in the wings right now, so to speak. Well, these wings, the wings. Because I know it's going to be walking on the stage in the next couple of days, and so many good things are lined up, but, expect the unexpected. Have a good one, my patrons. I will see you tomorrow morning. And for the people on YouTube and wherever else this may end up, come Patreon on Patreon. I'm not stopping. That's not the guidance. That's not the grace. That's not what the divine is telling me to do. They're saying, you don't have to put your nose to the grindstone, because that is harsh exfoliation. No, but you can go with the flow. You can have fun today. Just stay grounded is what I'm getting. So have at it. I love you. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like, because I'm a lot of fun, as are all of us over on Patreon. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed of the rest of this day and into the evening. I love you. Thank you. Hail. Farewell. And blessed be. Bye.